Everyone, welcome back to High Tech Institution. So in this tutorial, you are going to see about GCP organization with cloud identity domain. So let's get into the session.
This actually the concept of this organization we have seen already. Let's see how many of you remember on this. So I'll just show you the architecture. So by this way, let's see how many of you remember on this. So can anyone explain this? How this hierarchy? So before IEM, right? We have seen this hierarchy. Can anyone?
So
You can just show you.
inside the organization there will be some
Yeah, tell me.
project. Later we in that
Very
projects
good.
we have resources. That like means different kinds of resources
Okay.
will be using. So inside the project we can create multiple folders.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Sorry, could you please repeat? Inside the project only we can create multiple folder, or how it
No,
is?
in a folder we can create multiple projects.
Very good. Very good. So general architecture organization. Okay. Actually, under the organization you can directly create the projects also. Under the project only you can keep the resource. Actually, I'm saying this is the main hierarchy: organization, projects, resources. Organization, which is nothing but officially you are registering your organization with the domain. Okay, officially you are registering your company with the some official domain. So under that we can have multiple project. Individual project only you can have the resources. So I mean to say, for your organization, if you want to create a resource, you need a project. Inside the project only you can enable the billing. Why ultimately we need a project also? In the sense to build up your resources. Say an example, I'm going to hold some resources, means the resources need to be monitored for billing, right? So that is the reason we need a project. So in the project we'll attach our payment. I will attach our payment detail. So now to categorize this project, right, we can go for a folders. So folders are optional. Okay, but in real time folders definitely we need for identifying the your resources. So I can say without folder also you have a possibility to create the project, but still if you have a folder, right, it is easy to organize. So why we require a folders? In the sense it is easy to organize. You can see company, so which is organization, we can say. Under that we have a department X, department Y, or under the organization we will have many projects, right? I can say like we'll have many subsidiaries. Okay, let's take this as a HCL company is HCL or TCS. Under the TCS or we can select Tata. Okay, we have many subsidiaries. The same way in HCL also we have many subsidiaries. So according to that subsidiary you can create one folder. Under that each folder also you can have subfolder. So that is what here given as example, like department X, department Y. Under the department Y we have team A, team B. So ultimately what I'm trying to convey here, you can have a folders and subfolders, friends. You can have folders and subfolders. That is for you are identifying the for you to identify the resources. For you, in the sense organization perspective, in the organization perspective they can have some hierarchy. That's it. So organization, under that folders, subfolders, then projects. Under the projects you can keep the resources. Okay, you can keep the resources. So that is what in this example, like department Y, under the team A, team B. Under team B we have product 1, product 2. Under product 1 we can have a 3 projects: dev, test, production. Okay, the same way in the example of real-time use case what we have seen, right? So that is also we said like there is a recent request from my client. They want to set up various account for their production, which should be according to the GCP cloud. It should be divided as a GCP cloud project such as prod, sandbox, dev, UAT. The same way here it is saying like dev, test, production. Okay, so the hierarchy is very simple. As I said, I'm repeating: first level organization, then folders, subfolders, project. Under the project you can keep your resources. Is there any doubt on this hierarchy? All of you understood this hierarchy?
Yeah, Venkat. Yeah, we understand it. But can you just here only brief out how the difference between Azure and AWS also?
Oh,
That means you just if
okay,
you can
okay.
share it, it will be fine.
Sure. Actually, in the Azure, right, we have something called as a Active Directory. So there also the same kind of, even I can select AWS organization also. I'll just show you.
Venkat,
I'll just
shall I?
compare with the AWS organization.
So
Yes.
Azure it goes with managed accounts, subscriptions, resource manager, resources. That way it comes. When it comes to AWS, it is again, as you said, organization. Under organization, I mean organization unit. Then organization unit, we will have the resources. This is how the architecture. I mean, this is how the hierarchy will go.
Yeah, you can see in this diagram. So something called as a master account. In the master account only we'll have an organization. Whatever here also we are saying organization in our GCP. So this organization and this master account organization both are same according to AWS. So after that organization in the GCP we have a folders, right? Instead of folders you can compare here nothing but OU
Unit.
organization unit. Yeah, organization unit. Under the organization unit again we are having the AWS account. So only thing here this master account also is one of a AWS account. And the remaining also the sales account and finance account also one of a AWS account. Actually here it is come up like a AWS account. But here in our GCP, what is the advantage in the sense you don't want to have multiple AWS, sorry, you don't want to have multiple GCP account, which I mean to say like you can enable the organization in one GCP account. Under that we can have a projects and we have resources, which I mean to say like in between that folders come. Folders is for organizing. For how here organization unit is there, the same way here we are using the folders. That's it. So in the main key advantage, here we have something called as a projects. So though here you don't have any kind of a project. Instead
So,
in
so master account will
Azure
be
we
only one, right? It's like same organization. Later it will be like folders of sales, sales organization and finance organization. It's the folders, right? Or it's something different compared to folders, or it's
no
project.
master account is, yeah, master account is a one of AWS account. Okay, so I mean to say like let's take assume this one. So here we need a three different AWS account. We need to mean which I mean that we need to register a account with AWS 3 times. For a simple example of this, currently you are seeing in the screen. Got it? But here one time you are going to register with GCP. That is called one account. In that account you can go for enable the organization. Under the organization you can create a folder. Creating the folder here similar to a organization unit on master account. So which means you are adding the other AWS account to this organization unit to control. But here also the concept will be like I can select for dev one AWS account, for GCP, sorry, for dev one AWS account, for production another one AWS account, for testing another one AWS account. So here individually it will come like a AWS account. Here you don't want to go for a separate account. We are going to create, instead of creating the account, we are going to have a projects under the same account. Got it? But still the project can be shared to others GCP account also, which I mean to say like we are enabling the users and we are giving access to, right?
But here we can't do it, right? In AWS.
Yeah, in AWS we don't have any concept like project under AWS account. So under AWS account directly you can go for resources. We don't have any hierarchy like this, folders, subfolders and all inside of one AWS account. Okay, so that is what here it in the concept like master account. Under the master account we have OU. Under the OU you can add multiple AWS account to that OU. So master account can control. Okay. Yeah, so fine, right? Now
and in Azure it will be like a tree structure only, right? Like how AD it will be, right? So forest and organization units same way.
Not exactly in the real-time Active Directory server. Okay, it will be like on Azure Active Directory, so that we can select AD tenant, we can say. So if you create one AD tenant, there also you can register one domain. Okay, so with the domain again you can have AD users over there, and there you can have multiple subscription. What here we are saying like project, right? Instead of project, there you can have a subscription. You can keep one subscription for production, one subscription for testing, one subscription for development, like that. Got it? So whatever
So
here we are saying like project
account, we can manage multiple accounts, right? That's what in Azure.
No, in Azure also you can have one Azure account. In one Azure account, you can have multiple subscription.
Subscription
You
means
are
same
able
like
to create
projects.
project. Exactly. Which
Okay.
means how here we are attaching a billing with the project. So
Okay.
what we are doing ultimately into the project, we are attaching a billing. The same way there in the subscription also you can enable the billing.
If you have
Okay.
any that means reference any difference diagrammatically representation, you just share it with us. Okay.
Okay. I'll share you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Fine. Right now we'll proceed. So now all of you know that this organization, for organization only we need a domain, which means whatever the official domain which you have, right? So that we are going to integrate with this GCP projects. So under the organization, we are going to have some hierarchy that is called folder, subfolder, and then project. Under the project, if the project is enabled with the billing, then you can go with creating the resource under each and every project. Now I'm going to expose the same. So first level, what I'm doing, first level, I'm going to start up with one organization. So let's see how I'm creating an organization. So I'll get into my account. One second. One second, guys, please wait. Sorry friends, I come back. Okay, so let me get into the GCP account. First of all, I'll get into the console. Okay, so this is what my GCP console, you know that. So here I'll be getting to the IAM admin. IAM and admin will be there. There I'll go to the identity and organization, friends. So before to that, okay, so before to this, I'll just to show you generally. So I'll get into all. See what it is saying? No organization. It is saying that no organization. I just till now, okay, so in the previous sessions and all our previous batches, right, I just going with that without organization only. Now what we can do ultimately, we can enable one organization for this account. The same way in your case, you can also come to this identity and organization. In this identity organization only, you can enable the so even in the previous session, in our IAM session, right, I mentioned like cloud identity domain. So cloud identity domain is nothing but your own domain. We are going to enable with that. So for IAM, we went into the IAM. So this IAM is in a project level. Project level, we are organizing them. Okay, you can select any one of a project. Into that project, you can enable the permission for certain resources. Now what I'm doing, I'll just come to the
So if you're not
identity and
enabled,
organization.
we can enable or disable on our own, or once it is enabled, it can't revoke back the
Which one?
organization.
Yeah, you can revoke. Okay, but I can say it won't be a simple task. Okay, you need to validate. You need to be verified with the GCP team and all. Okay.
Okay.
So creating the organization is very simple, but revoke it will be bit complex. Okay.
Okay.
So first level we can see that. So I'll go for enable the organization. As of now, you can see my hierarchy saying that no organization. Okay, I don't have a single organization. Now I'll go for enable the organization. So let me go to the checklist over here. The very first step, it will ask you for verifying the domain with wherever you purchase the domain. So now I got a domain name from Simonation, right? So I can just validate it. So for that I need to be enable that. So you can see I'll go for first level. I'm going for setup an organization. So initially there is no organization. I'll go for setup it.
Hello.
So first set up your organization resource. So let me go ahead with click on open. So I got name. So I can work identity customer. So let me go for new customer. Okay, so whenever a new project onwards, right? If you are going for supporting for any new client, obviously you need to go with that. So I'll go for a new customer. So here I'll go for sign up for the cloud identity, which means newly I'm going to create the identity and I'm going to create a organization. So that is what you can see. You'll set up cloud identity, verify your domain, and create your organization. Obviously I need that. So that is the reason I'll go for sign up for a cloud identity. Now you can see, yeah, thank you G. So he has shared his domain in the chat. I'll just copy it. So his domain name is bridgeway.in. Okay, so now it is asking, tell us about your business, how many of you. So like that it is asking. I'm saying like my business name is so say an example, Bridgeway. Business name, just business name. After that you can give the domain name. I'm just taking the same name, Bridgeway. And the number of employees it is asking, I'm just saying like 100 plus or 300 or whatever it is. So as of now I'll just say like 10 to 99. Okay, let it be. So it is asking the contact number. So as of now I can give my contact number. Okay, actually this is my account only. I'm just utilizing his domain, that's it. Okay, it's asking my current email address. So my current email address, this one, hitechvenkatesh@gmail.com. Apart from that, we need to set up one admin also. So it is asking for a business owner who can have a domain. Okay, it's asking for a domain to business domain we need to provide. So this time only I'm going to provide the actual domain which is purchased for your organization. What is the actual domain which is purchased for your organization? Previously I given some basic detail like contact number, mail id, official mail id, and contact number, that one. Now I'm going for proceeding with the domain name. Now only it will be asking for validation. So see, a bridgeway.in. So this is what my domain. I'll go ahead with next. It is asking for a first name and last name for a account admin. Okay, you will be the account admin while you are creating the account. Don't worry, you can assign the role to someone also. So which means later also you can assign the cloud identity owner. Okay, now I'll assign a new cloud identity. So which is I can give in my name itself. Okay, I'll go for next. Now it will ask a domain with a bridgeway.in. Understanding? So this is what I said, like account admin, or we can select cloud identity admin. Okay, so I'm going ahead with the name. So what I'll do, I'll just simply say like hitech@of bridgeway.in, or to avoid the confusion. Okay, I'm the project owner, so let me give my name itself. So hitechvenkatesh@of bridgeway.in. So for that we need to set one password also. So let me set a password. So in your case, you can go with your name itself. In your case, you can go with your mail, but with the purchased domain name. So the you can just remember this username and password. Then only you can log into your cloud identity. So I have given my name with my own password, but the domain is a bridgeway.in. Okay, which means I'm creating one account on this name. Now it is asking like educate your user. As of now, no thanks. Let me go for proceeding with completing this. So I'm saying like I'm not a robot. So agree and create the account. So now what we are doing ultimately, we are registering our organization. That's it. We not to enable the users, or we not to enable the other stuff. I'm just officially registering my domain name with my cloud identity of GCP. Now see, go to the setup. Now only I'll go to the setup. Yeah, now see, by the admin, it will ask you to log in. So welcome to the admin console. Now if you see means, let's see what would be the login over here. You can see guys, now see, I need to be verified. So show that your show that you own this domain name. So I'll go for click on verify. Yeah, now Simulation G, I hope you need to share your screen. Okay. Okay, first of all, I'll sign in to verify. After that, so here, okay, let me sign in to verify, but it will ask me the GoDaddy console. Have you logged in, G, in your system?
Logged in.
Okay, let me try one more time here itself so that it will redirect to this page itself, or else I'll give you the credential. You can verify from your end also, not a problem. Wait a minute. So 1 minute, I'll try from my end once again.
Yeah. Try.
So that in my page itself we can verify it. So that's the reason. Can you receive any any one of
I'm checking my
this
mail.
number,
Yeah, I'm checking
contact
my
number,
mail.
or
Checking my mail ID. 1 minute.
Okay, sure. Okay, then I'll go for click on next with the mail, hotmail.com.
Yeah. Yeah, 790306. 790.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, 790
306.
306. Okay, thank you. Very good. So I'll go for verify the code. So now I'll be eligible to log in. Okay, guys. Now where I'm coming to the GoDaddy console. So where I purchased. So now you can see it can be doing the verification. See, automatic verification. In that automatic verification, right, it will be verifying with some TXT record. So I hope it get logged in my window. See, oh sorry, not here. One of another window. Okay, I think it redirect to this page as well again. So backend it is verifying. In case if it is not verifying means it will ask you to manually add the TXT record. That's it. Okay, let's see and do it.
Most probably they'll ask you to add manually. Let's see.
Yeah. So it is trying to synchronize, okay, with that GoDaddy domain automatically. So let's wait. Maybe it is saying like 4 minutes left. Okay, we'll wait. Okay, to set up a GCP Cloud Console now. Now see guys, I'll come up with an organization. See, I am admin, cloud identity. Okay, earlier it was saying like no organization. Now you can see it is asking welcome to iTech. Yeah, I'll go for agree and continue. Now if you see means I'll be come up with an organization. So see, creating a Bridgeway.in organization and granted Hitech Venkatesh at the rate of Bridgeway.in. Now viewing organization and Bridgeway.in. Okay. So here at the bottom you got the notification quickly, 3 notifications. Now see guys, a Bridgeway.in. See, got it. So now if you're coming to the all, I can see the Bridgeway.in.
The
Fine, friends.
projects which you have
Now what I'll
created,
do, I'll be
it
coming.
is under Bridgeway. Now it is not there.
Actually that is not, I created my own project. So that and all right, I just have access of my project. So say in assembly even now, do you think I'm in which login? See guys, I'm in the
I think
login
you're
of
in Bridgeway.
Hitech Venkatesh at the rate of Bridgeway gateway, sorry, Bridgeway.in. Okay, where
So
I had
inside
all the
Bridgeway,
projects.
there is no projects, right now? Is there?
Yeah. In my Hitech Venkatesh at gmail.com only, actually I had one GCP account. With the help of GCP account, I enabled one organization. Now he is the admin for that organization. See, that is what it's saying, like this account is managed by Bridgeway.in. So this is the user. So that Hitech Venkatesh at gmail.com, now it's a different user. That is apart from this domain. Okay, now it's a new organization. In this organization, hereafter only I'm going to create the resources. So to create the resources, to set up the files and folders, sorry, to set up the folders and projects, right? You can just browse, like you can just search like resources. See, manage resources and IAM and admin, right? You need to browse like resources. If you browse like resources, you'll get the manage resources. I can come to here. Now here it will list out that hierarchy. So actually it is loading. See guys, a Bridgeway.in. Now here only I'll go for create the folders, friends. I'm creating the folder by the help of Hitech Venkatesh at the rate of Bridgeway.in.
Venkatesh,
Okay.
can
Now
you
I'll do
tell
for
like how Venkatesh, can you tell how you came to
Mhm.
the manage resource screen? Just a screen before. How you navigate
Okay,
this?
nothing. Once again I'll go back. So I verified the domain, you know that.
Right.
Okay. Once I verified the domain, it redirect to this page. So that time if you see means in the organization, it will say like Bridgeway.in. Even if you come to all also, it will have only the organization. We don't have any folders and we don't have folders and we don't have project, nothing. It's a new organization now. Okay, this is our organization ID. Okay, this is our organization ID. Now only I'm going for creating the, if you want to directly create the project, right, you can come to create a project, not a problem. Then it will create a project under your organization. But you want to go for folders and subfolders and all, right? So for that you need to create a folder. Okay, if you want to create a simply project, I'm just saying like, if you want to do like this without folder, if you want to do creating a project in the same page itself, you can create the project. Okay, so I want to create a folder, some folders to organize my projects. That's the reason I'm coming to search like resources. When I search like resources, I'll have manage resources. If I come there in the manage resources, now it will come up with all hierarchy. It will come up with all hierarchy. So I'm selecting the Bridgeway gateway.in. Okay, bridge gateway.in. So here I'll go for create a folder, friends. I'll go for create a folder. I'll create a folder. I can go with like folder name. Okay, folder name I can say like let's have a 3 different folder, which I can say like I have a product A, product 1, product 2, like that. Also I can create a folder. Say an example, I'm running a company. Okay, I'm doing an organization, so there I have one product. Okay, so I'll have like product 1. And location, if you want, you can choose. So that is nothing but our organization. I need to select our organization. Okay, it is saying that resource manager dot folders create permission to create folders in this location, which means it is saying that permission required to select it. It's nothing but I'll show you guys why this error came. Okay, select this. Now if we come to see the permission, you can see the administrators, which means the role which is assigned to the high-tech high-tech Venkatesh at the rate of bridge.in. So he can be a project creator and he can be an organization administrator. There is no permission added for, okay, there is no permission added for folder creator. So what I'll do in this page itself, I'll have something called as add member, right? I'll go for add member, guys. In that add member, I'm saying that same high-tech Venkatesh. Okay. High-tech Venkatesh at the rate of bridge. Okay. So this one, the user I have selected it. Now in this role, right? In the role, I need to give a role called as folder. So I'll just scroll down. I'll have a permission called as folder creator. Under the resources, yeah, see resource manager. In the resource manager, I need to promote myself as a folder admin as well. So if I promote me as a folder administrator, then I am able to create the, see, that's what it's saying, access and administrator of a folder and all of its sub resources. I'll go for folder admin. Now I'll go for save.
So the folder admin can manage
see,
the
I
entire
added, sir.
projects, right? Entire projects. He can create or delete the projects also.
Yeah, folder admin is next to the organization admin. So in the hierarchy, you can see first is organization admin. Organization admin can create new folder admin or make himself as a folder admin. So currently I did myself as a folder admin. Okay, got it. So you can create any more folder admin or make yourself as a folder admin. So first level organization admin, then folder admin, then only project owners. You asked me a question, right? In the high-tech Venkatesh, you had so many projects. In all the projects, I just a project owner only. So that all of the projects shared to me to organize. That's it. Okay. Now fine, guys. I'll coming to now I'm become a folder admin. Now see, if I go for create a folder, it won't ask the permission error and all. See, now see, it is automatically able to browse the bridgeway bridgeway.in. Okay. So last time when I select this, right, it asks me the permission. Now it is not asking the permission. Only I'll just go for giving the name. So I'm saying like product 1. I'm creating one folder in the name of product 1. Then product 2, product 3. Likewise, you can create any folder. Under the product also, you can create the subfolders. So I'll create some subfolders also.
So for every project that in folder, we can create a that assign a user to manage it, right? Inside organization.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can see now I'll go to the folder. So see resource pending deletion. It is saying like resource pending deletion. I think it is creating a folder has been. So let me refresh so that just now I created a folder, right? So now it will display. So now see, I have something called as a product 1. Okay. We have a product 1 for the folder also some unique ID. So now what I can do under the folder, I can create one more subfolder also. I'll go for create a folder again. So I'm going to create a folder called as dev. For product 1, I'm going for a dev environment. So I'm just creating a folder called as dev environment. Under that product 1. Okay. So I created one more folder under the product 1. See, I'll go for refresh. Now what you can do under this dev, I can create a project. I can create a project for my dev environment. Let's see, I'll go for create a project. So till now I created something called as a create folder. Now I'll go for create project. So I'll go for create project. Now see, it is automatically fetching one unique name. So let it be. I'll just browse the path. I'm browsing the path called as dev. And still this name also can be changeable, not a problem. I'll change like product one dev. It's a product one dev project, right? So I'll say like product one dev. Like as I'm giving a name. Now see, I'll go for, it is creating under the dev environment of product one. I'll go for creative. So got it, friends. Now I'll see if you go for refresh again, allow the project under the subfolder. Now only the remaining thing, you need to enable the billing. If you enable the billing, you can successfully start to work. Actually, under this project now, are you able to create any resources? Let's see, this project is right. I'll come to a new tab. Okay, so you can see in the top, it is saying like your free trial is waiting. You can get the $300 credits for this new account. For this new account which I'm having, right? Hightech Venkatesh@bridgeway.in. Into that account, you can enable the billing. That billing you can map with multiple projects. So let's see. Now I'm coming to a new tab. Okay, so I'm coming to a new tab. So there I'm coming to the created project just now. So in that project, I can't create any resource as of now. If you enable the billing, you can do it. So that is what I'm going to show you now. And I hope you know how to enable the billing. Nothing but you need to complete that payment attachment. Okay. So see, now I'll go for selecting the project. I come to the all. So there I have the product one. Under the product one, I have dev environment. Under the dev environment, I have the project, right? I'll click on to this project. So into this project, say I can view the project, but I don't have any resource. Okay, how you got the dashboard for our previous session and all we used, right? The same way. Now if you try to enable any resource, okay, I'll just to show you. If I'm going for create a VM instance mean, then it will ask you to have the billing. Why? Because now this current project, right? This current project won't have billing actually. So I created a project, right? Product one dev project. So coming to the billing dashboard of the product one dev project. See, it is asking either you go for a link a billing account or manage billing account. In the manage billing account, see, I don't have any billing accounts actually. So once I add a billing account, okay, then I can map with the projects. See, billing is disabled now. Clear? So when you go for a change billing, you can attach the billing. But what it is saying, no available billing accounts. So first I need to creating one billing account and then I can map the billing with this project. Got it? You can see the information warning message over here. Understood? So
Yeah.
it is asking you to enable. Yeah, I can enable, but even if I enable also, I need a billing. So see, to enable that, that's also it is saying like Compute Engine API requests a project with a billing account. First enable the billing. So in real time, first they will work with the organization. But why I skipped this project earlier? I skipped this project and I come to the IAM directly. Why? Because in that scenario, when we start the training, all of you having one free tier account. In the free tier account, we start to work with the project directly. But in real time, first they will create an organization, then they will enable the billing, then they will be the enabled building, they will be mapped with the individual project. Then only they can track the bills and they can pay the bills. So ultimately, why we are coming for organization in the sense to organize your resources, by means of folders, subfolders, and projects. Under the project you have resources, that resources can be billed over common billing account, and that can be paid by organization administrator. Now understood why we need a GCP project, why we need a GCP organization?
Yeah.
Yes, Rangat.
In this tutorial, you all have learned about how to create the cloud identity domain with GCP organization. So here I'll mention all the steps to create this GCP organization in our YouTube video description. So thank you all. Thanks for watching this video, and thanks for all our subscribers. Subscribe more, share our video, and thank you all.